In this week's Fortnitehood, we're doing top 10s. I'm picking my TV shows. Now, these aren't in no particular order. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Never has a cartoon series captivated me like Avatar has. You're probably saying, wait, a cartoon? And it was on Nickelodeon? Yes. As silly and playful as the show is, it also has its moments of profound storytelling, which are both very touching and heartwarming. The animation of the action sequences are so cool. You watch these kids on their journey and see them grow and watch their elemental bending skills get better. It's truly one of the most satisfying and complete stories I've ever watched. Chuck. This is a personal favorite of mine. Who wouldn't want to wake up one day and realize you hold top secret government information in your brain? Also, who wouldn't want to flash and all of a sudden know karate? This show indulges in all the geek fantasies. It plays to its audience, and it isn't ashamed. Zachary Levi has grown into a leading man role, and Yvonne Strahovski is a perfect femme fatale. I just love the show. Gilmore Girls. This show came on at the time when the WB had an incredibly strong lineup. I wasn't watching it at first, but it came on after a show, and as I was watching it, I found myself laughing a lot. The writing was so witty and fast, and it was full of pop culture jokes that I actually got. I connected to the show instantly. I fell in love with the small fictional town of Stars Hollow and its quirky inhabitants. I should also give honorable mention to the other CW WB shows that influenced this decision. Dawson's Creek, Roswell, and Supernatural. All great shows in their own way. New Girl. What can I say? The show is hilarious. I laugh out loud during every episode. Each of the characters have their quirks, and you love them for it. Zoe Deschanel as Jess is adorable, or adorkable, and Max Greenfield as Schmidt is comedically neurotic, easily the highlight of the male cast. It's just a fun time. I don't see how you couldn't like the show. Community. Another personal favorite of mine. Each episode can almost be self-contained. Troy and Abed are the kind of dynamic duo I wish I knew in my own life. And how cute is Alice and Bray, really? And who can forget the epic paintball and Dungeons and Dragons episodes? Easily some of the funniest moments in primetime TV. Firefly. I always like to jump on the Firefly bandwagon. A friend of mine let me borrow the series, and I watched it back to back in one weekend, followed by Serenity. I loved it. Who doesn't love the Whedonverse? There could have easily been a spot for Buffy, Angel, and Dollhouse. Each series has their own dedicated group of fans, and each series has those episodes that shine above the rest. Honorable mention to Angel, Season 5, Episode 15, titled A Hole in the World. Friday Night Lights. Just like the movie, the show is about a small town in Texas and the coach and players of a high school football team. It sounds shallow, but it's one of the more personal and intimately shot shows I've ever seen. I was hooked after first seeing the pilot. It's much more than football. It's the small town intimacy and the inner workings of the day-to-day life. The characters seem real, like you could have went to high school with them, and you pull for them with every trial and tribulation. It's a powerful and compelling show. I highly recommend it. Skins UK. This is more of a guilty pleasure. Sex, drugs, dubstep. It portrays a lifestyle I could never imagine living. Series 1 and 2 are my favorite. Each generation, or cast, have their own set of characters, each character beautifully messed up in their own way. It's gritty, it's raw, and it'll grab you and dare you not to get caught up in the turmoil. The Walking Dead. This series is doing things for the zombie genre that no movie or other form of media has ever done. The writing is brilliant, the effects and makeup are superb. Best of all, it's the character development and story that really drive this show. Last but not least, Game of Thrones. Only HBO could bring to life such an epic story as a Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. I've only started reading the rest of the books. I'm on A Feast of Crows now, and the story is only getting more and more epic. It's pretty much the only way you can describe the show. It's shot on location, the costumes and wardrobe are fantastic. The actors are amazing. Who doesn't love Peter Dinklage as Tyrion Lannister? I highly recommend this show, if you haven't already been watching it. And that's my top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next fortnight.